NuubCast.
Greetings, fellow noobs! Welcome to another NuubCast. That's right, baby. We're back. We are in Ohana. We are here with the Lord of Noob. Noob Lord. Noob Lord, I'm so glad you exist. I just wish you knew how to spell noob, mother effer. Yeah! His opponent, none other than Shadow Crone, now with Clan Light. I am completely unfamiliar with Clan Light, as I'm sure most people. Noob Lord is getting trashed by Diamond players today, which is exactly what Shadow Crone is, so perhaps he'll get trashed by Shadow Crone as well. We shall see. Yeah, openings are openings, so what the what? Let me tell you about NuubCast. We're all about shining the light of esports where the sun don't shine right up your noob bum. Noob Lord should know all about that. Being a noob, being the Lord of Noob, he should know all about having the light of esports shown up his ass. But he doesn't, because he doesn't submit games to NuubCast. He knows nothing about it. He knows nothing about it. All he does is make drones, bitch. All that being said, yes, we are all about low-level play, giving the opportunity to those who play just as much, if not more, than the pros play, but for whatever reason are unable to match them in skill and fame. So yes, if you have a game you would like to see cast on NuubCast, please send your replay to noobcast@gmail.com. I will send said replay through my extremely sophisticated replay filtration system, and if it comes out shiny and not smelling like ass, you too shall have a game cast by me. And if you're lucky, my every once in a while co-caster, Miss Stargirl, who absolutely loves StarCraft and is starting to get back into it. She hasn't been into it that much recently, not asking to play, but now that she's seen the beta, starting to ask to play more, so there might be more Stargirl content in the near future, but we shall see about that. I do not push her to do it, and we cast whenever she asks me to cast. Sometimes 3 days in a row. Sometimes it's 3 weeks apart. Time shall tell. All that being said, we've got the drone chase going on. Anyway, Noob Lord seeing exactly what's going on down here with Shadow Crone, who has Nexus first? No, he went one gate Nexus. Yes, he did. One gate Nexus, one gas with one harvester. And so, seeing the fast Nexus, Noob Lord, of course, as you should do, as Zerg in a ZVP, you see that Protoss going for that fast Nexus, you go ahead and grab your third. That is wisdom. And what else was I saying? Was I saying something else that I stopped myself from talking about? It happens to me so often crap during a regular cast that I often will stop saying the thing that I was saying and start saying something else without finishing saying the thing that I was saying previous to saying something else, which of course is a large pain in the boot. Yeah, that drone was not mineral walking, and now it's dead. Once it's finished, game goes up. Shadow Crone is now safe from early lings. But he doesn't have to worry about early lings because there aren't any early lings. In fact, I don't think there are any lings whatsoever on the map. Is this a ling down here? Yep, there's this one ling, which means there is a second ling, because you know they come in twos and you can't get them any other way. So there's another ling around here somewhere. I wish that when you went to the units tab you could click on it and it would send you to the units. I think they're kind of doing that with the Heart of the Swarm, from what I understand. They are planning on doing something. There's the other ling. Hey, you guys, so cute. Look at him. Oh, he's so cute. Just sitting there at his own other tower looking so precious. Yes, he is. I want to scratch his little belly. Oh, yeah, that's what I want to do. Shut up, dude. Alrighty. Look at that. Overlord looks kind of transparent. That's weird. I never noticed that before. That the sacks on the side are like transparent. Didn't know that. Interesting. What do we got here? Evo chamber going down, blocking off that ramp a little bit, making access a little bit harder. Oh, fast. Layer. Going down, finishing up here for Noob Lord. And everything else is pretty much normal as can be. Not much in the way of units here for Shadow Crone. We're at that point now where now that speed is finished, a lot of times on 3 bases, Zergs will take the larva that they've saved up to this point, if they've been on top of their injections, and make a overwhelming Zergling force. And you can do that often. Maybe not right yet, because you still want to saturate, but I've seen it happen at least anyway, where this is the point where you'll see some Zerg run-bys with massive numbers of Zerglings. But it doesn't seem to be the case here. Noob Lord is teching, getting Burrow. Interesting to see how he's going to use that, probably with roaches, because he is getting the speed, and likely will be getting the tunneling claws after. And Shadow Crone adding gateways, adding sentries. We do have a Robo with the observer out, so we're seeing that immortal coming out right now. We see that started. Let's see how this goes, man. Both players content to sit back, teching up. Check our units tab again. We've got 64 drones to 44 probes. That is a significant advantage. Not to mention the base advantage for Noob Lord. He's getting that economy way out there. He's got to send something over here. If he gets there before Burrow's finished, it'll be far easier, pardon me, than waiting for, waiting for detection. That's what I'm trying to say. I was distracted because I saw this Overlord sitting at the beach. Like, there's nothing over here. It's just like a beach. He can't even get here from anywhere else on the map, and he's just like chilling. And he's like, oh man, I wish I could just chill at this beach. But that's what he's doing. Why would he like that? He's actually doing the thing. Holy roaches, Batman! That is a lot of roaches. It looks like that is all that Noob Lord is making. He wants to do this 3-base roach max, it looks like it's going to be. And he is wildly outpacing Shadow Crone with these roaches. He's already over 50 supply lead. Now, we do have to check because army supply is going to be a lot closer. It's still, oh, look at that. Still pretty far ahead. Now he's closed the gap to 30. That is a lot of zealots. Now, if he is able to get good force fields on there, and if he has, here comes the force field. Very nice job. Where is, he does not have the tunneling claws. He did not research them. So where is the observer? He's cranking one out right now. Still no force fields up. Still no, not even researching the tunneling claws. But he has the now that the observer is out, they have nowhere to go. The forces are just getting absolutely crazy. Melting under the zealot claws and the immortal blasts, and this is not going the way that he would desire it to go. Now he's getting back with all these things, and just with the zealots here, he's just not going to have what he needs here. He is +1 on Carapace against the +1 attack of Shadow Crone, but now, we getting tunneling claws yet? There they are. Just started now, and level 2 Carapace behind +1 armor for Shadow Crone. Coming around the back, and there's the second cannon here. They're walling things off. Right down there. There's a nice force field. Directly of the escape. Absolutely demolished by cannon and stalkers. Zealot's coming around the back. We're going to lock these roaches in, but they are Nooblord desperately trying to get them out of there, away from the onslaught. If those zealots had provided enough of an anvil, the rest of that army could have come around and completely wrecked it. Nooblord still with a significant supply lead now, getting a 4th base as well. Nooblord does have that Zergling over there, so and now he knows about it, so he's gonna come back and get rid of it, presumably. Hey, where's the base I started? Hey, where's the base I started? Roaches now +1 and +1. We have infestors en route, as well as thermal lance and blink for Shadowcrow. Nooblord doing pretty good macro-wise. We're starting to get a bit of a here's the macro hatch. Starting to get a bit of a bank here. Going to be able to, what's he going to make? I guess he's going to go for Broodlords once the hive finishes. To attack. We might see a few more gateways. Nice spot for cannons. And a couple in the back, just in case. Zerg, surprisingly, still reluctant to do a lot of drop play and Nidus play. I'm still surprised that we haven't seen more of that kind of play from people, because it's still rare enough where people are not really preparing for it, and I can't really imagine any reason why not. Even if you put your Nidus in here, you know, it's still going to be a nice surprise. And drop play, I guess, infestor drops, probably not the best. I don't know. I mean, obviously we see Damaga doing it a lot, but he has not done it with an effectiveness that I would encourage other people to do it, I don't think. I mean, obviously Damaga, very good player out of Russia, but Ukraine, I believe. But again, it's so effective. Done right. Moon is still, remember Moon with the Hydra drops back at IEM, like the summer IEM tournament. I don't remember which one, and they were so effective. And I wonder now in Heart of the Swarm with the Hydralisk upgrade, we see Storm coming down for Shadowcrone, Greater Spire finishing up. Level 3 armor for these Zerg units. I wonder in Heart of the Swarm with the Hydra speed upgrade if that will once again become a viable Zerg strategy. Now, a lot of the time you see it's a huge commitment to do an attack like that. So, but though if you have 4 or 5, I wonder if, like Mineral Line Harass with however many Hydras fit in a thing. 4? Is it going to be 4 Hydras to fit in an Overlord? That perhaps with that speed upgrade off creep, that it would be a considerable attack path for Zerg to harass more in base. Because obviously you still got the run-bys, got all this stuff. Purely just to see what was going on, wanted to see the state of the army, see what his composition was. And Nooblord doing a very good job getting his 5th base. Shadowcrone has to be considering a 4th base himself at this point, whether up here or over here, doesn't really matter. Either decision is going to be equidistant from his enemy since he's taking both of those bases. Another Ling Lord so he can make more Broodlords. We know that has to be the case here. There you can see 3 more Corruptors being changed. We have Adrenal Glands, Ventral Sacs for drops. Oh, look at that. Maybe we are going to see some drops. We got Stargate coming in for... That's interesting. Curious what he's considering doing with the Stargates. Not doing anything right now. He's got nothing going in production. I'm really confused. What is he doing? What you doing, Chrome? There's the Fleet Bacon. Fleet Bacon incoming, so it looks like he wants to make some carriers. Oh, he lost Templar right off the bat. That was brutal. Army control. Just kind of like a 1A situation into that Protoss army, and he lost a lot. Lost a lot of units. Yeah, I can see why he's getting beat up by a lot of Diamond players, because I mean, he did everything right. His composition was good. He had everything up right. He's macroing very well, but his decisions with his army use were pretty bad, if I can say that bluntly. Super quick Larva, yes, he could have been put to far better use. We have 5 more infestors coming out, more some mothership on the way, plus 3 attack for Shadow Prone. Let's see, more Colossus coming out. Overseer was feedback, but not before this Changeling was able to get in here. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. I haven't seen anything that the other player doesn't know about, except for that Stargate, which he's not doing anything. Interesting that he made it. Carriers probably, after the way that that last battle went down, I think carriers is probably not the best idea. I think if you want to do something, I was going to go throw away some more links, which is really, again, it's a waste of larva. If you make all these links, then that's all that's happening. Probes, and he lost what, 50 links? Yeah, I don't know what he thinks, what he's doing, or what he thinks he's doing. And now splitting up his army, also interesting decision. All these infestors filled with energy, and he's not really using hotkeys very well. So when it comes to battle, and the reason I bring it up is because when it comes to battle, you want your infestors. Oh, here they are. Okay, here they are. 8 infestors, 4 brutal. Okay, now he's hotkeying things up. Here comes a slow-moving Broodlord army. What's underneath? Is that all corruptors? They're all clumped up. Hell yeah! Link to those. So many eggs, they killed those infested Terrans in a heartbeat and then killed the... See, in a situation like that, if you're Zerg, you want to get your corruptors out of there. Tosso Imba my ass, dude. Oh my goodness. Nothing like bad play to cover up for all your Imba. If you're the reason, you may or may not know, the reason why you dump all of your infested Terrans in the vortex like that is so that you can get your other units out. Because the Archons are going to focus on the infested Terrans first. That gives you an opportunity to get your Broodlords and your Corruptors out of there, to get them to not be clumped up. At least separate them so that the Archon splash doesn't kill them. At this point, though, that doesn't. Try a little more, Noob Lord. In that sense, you are Lord of the Noobs, because generally only the noobs cry so hard. Oh, I'm being a little mean. It's alright. He deserves it. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed that game. That was pretty much a thrashing towards the end there by Shadowcrone. Decent enough game, though. But it goes to show, though, in a situation like that, you know, when you try to perform tactics, you have to know it's not just enough to be able to do something. You know, it's not as though somebody came up with the response to Vortex of, oh, if you get Vortex, just dump a crap ton of infested Terrans in there, and that's not where the thought ends. Why would you do that? You have to, when you're doing something in a battle, you have to understand not only what you're doing, but why you're doing it. What are the advantages? What are your opportunities then? What opportunities do you provide yourself to win in a particular situation? The infested Terrans in a situation like that provide you with the opportunity to move your Broodlords and your Corruptors out of the way, or at least so they're not getting splash damage from all the Archons. That's the point. That's why dumping all your infested Terrans is so effective in a situation like that. Nooblord didn't move a thing. So all of those Corruptors died, so the Colossus was able to protect everything while his Broodlords got blunked. Anyway, but that's, you know, when you're thinking about tactics, when you think about strategy, it's not enough to say, can I do this? Like, do I have the skill? Can I hit the B button 5 times to make X, Y, or Z happen? That's not enough. You have to understand why you're doing something, the advantages it gives you, and the opportunities it gives you, or disadvantages of your opponent. All those things come into play. You have to understand those. It's all part of learning the game. And in a situation like this, it's the difference between a win and a loss, probably. Because if he gets his Corruptors out of there, he can kill the Colossus and, you know, live to make some other crap. Anyway, he did throw away a lot of Lings, and throwing away Lings is fine, but he made them without any use for them, and so that's all larva that he could have spent on something else. And you see, I mean, this is late in the game after bases were dying, but, you know, it would have had a lot more money. There's a lot of minerals he just made Lings and threw them away. Alright, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Keep climbing that ladder. We'll see you on the morrow or something or other. Peace.